Hey YouTube, and today I thought I was thinking about shotguns today, and I went shooting skeet and stuff. I thought I'd do a video on the 5 shotguns to buy if you're on a budget. 5 budget shotguns. Now this is if you're buying them brand new. If you don't care to buy a used one, that's fine. You know, number one, I'm gonna start with a Mossberg 500. You know, I've had a Mossberg 500 20 gauge, brand new. Well, it looked brand new when I got it. It was used. I got it used, but it looked brand new. I had a 12 gauge 500A too. I could actually traded the 20 gauge to it. I wish I hadn't have. Really wish I hadn't have, because I'd probably kept the 20 in my opinion, because the thing it's Mossberg, so it's not, great quality, but for what it was, I liked it a lot better than I did the 12. And these are not in any specific order anyways, so I ain't gonna say it's my top favorite, it's my least favorite. But, it is one of my favorite budget guns. For new ones, I'll probably do one used guns too. Number two would probably have to be the 870. It'd have to be one of them. Remington 870, my friend's got one, 20 gauge, and he uses it. Everybody uses them pretty much. That and the Mossberg 500 are two of really the big guns around here. You got nicer ones, but those are two of what you see a lot of, or a version of that, variant of that, Like you got the Remington 870, you have the Express Mag, you have just all kinds of different models like the Mossberg 500. You also have the 590, and the Maverick. Well, we got to include the Maverick on this too, Mossberg Maverick. Everybody loves them. Everybody loves Maverick. I've never used one, but I can imagine it's not much different than the Mossberg 500. I wouldn't care to have one if I could. I think I could have got one a while back for like $175 brand new. If I had the cash, on all honesty, I probably bought it. I'd like to have one for a little turkey gun, really, or just a little rabbit gun to throw in a four-wheeler. I was thinking about getting me another one, but all my friends like them and stuff. I've never had any experience with the 500, and I've never shot an 870. My friends got it, and it's heavy, but it's a good gun. Number, I guess it's 4. There's probably gonna be 6 budget guns in. Number 4 is probably Stoeger Condor. The Stoeger Condor is an over and under. I got one. Shoot it for skeet. I love it. I love that gun. I really, really do like it. It shoots good and everything. I can blast skeet with it pretty good. It's really probably one of my favorite guns. And I think new they're like $300. No, they were $330 when we got that one, I think. And and the 870 and the 500s aren't that expensive. You can buy you a used one $250 easy. You can buy you a good used one. If you look hard enough, you might be able to find. You can buy used ones under $300. If you look hard enough, you might even find one under $100 or or maybe around $200. That's with the 500. Maybe an 870, just depends. But another gun would have to be the Stoeger. I think it's the model 3500. It's basically a version of the Benelli M2. My dad's got one, and it is one of his favorite guns. I think two guns he really likes to hunt with is that, and his old 20 gauge Ithaca, which he's got 3 Benellis. I mean, we got 3 Benellis, and he always chooses that gun over them, and I can't blame him. It's a lot cheaper than the Benelli, and it shoots just as good, if not better, than the Benelli does. But I say my last budget. Well, I might do a couple more. Pardner Pump. H&R made a Pardner Pump, which is owned by New England Firearms, which is made by. It's owned by another company, but that company owns Remington, Marlin, I think, and a bunch of other companies. But back in November, I think after I sold a bull calf, I used I think I had like $1,100 and something dollars. I took $100 out of that and traded that and my old junk Hawking rifle to an H&R Partner Pump 20 gauge. I was wanting just a little rabbit little gun to play. I always kind of wanted one, but then my dad started looking for an 870, wanting a 870 with a synthetic stock, so I just pulled that gun out, got it. It was a good gun too. It was a little over $200, but I mean I traded for it, threw in that Hawkins, so I wound up paying 160 bucks, which isn't that bad. It's a good gun though, really was. I traded it to that Mossberg 520 gauge, traded it for that 12 gauge 500A, and then traded it for a, I did a video on it, the Remington Model 48 Sportsman 16. I really like it, you know. I didn't like the 12 gauge near as much, but I do like that 16 a whole lot. Possibly one of my favorite guns. But that's it for these budget guns. You know, I think I'll do one more. Now this is used now. You can't get them new this price. Is Ithaca. Now they can range anywhere from $1,000 to under $100. Well, not really, under 200. I love Ithacas. I got my dad's got several 16 gauges, 120. I think a couple 12s. I know he's got 220s. I like 16s because that was the first real gun I ever used to hunt with. I might have used I think I used an old Winchester 1400, but it's 16 too, you know, so that's kind of why I killed my first squirrel and killed all my rabbits with the 16, so I've kind of stuck with a 16, but now I'll use a 20 too. I mean, I'll use a 20. I know it made it sound like 22. I'll use a 20 gauge too, though. But I use 410 even. I just ain't a big fan on I ain't as big on 410s as I am 20 or 16. Which I'd probably pick a 12 gauge before I pick a 410. In all honesty, due to price and stuff. Which, you know, I found a box of 12 gauge 4-shot the other day, up an old barn or somewhere, and it looks like a brand new box. So, I'm probably I'd like to find me an old 870, or not really an old one, but I'd like to find me an 870 12 gauge. I'm not really huge on Mossberg, so I'd kind of like to stay away from a Mossberg. But, I mean, you know, hey, if I can get one cheap, so be it, I'll buy one, you know, I don't care. I wouldn't care to get me a 20 gauge, really. I'd like to have that and two more, and I think a few more guns I'm really after. I'll go into that here shortly in another video, but hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to, and thanks for watching.